Yo, family, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? So let's talk about something, right? So, a lot of people been asking me questions. They was like, Taquan, I'm trying to get backdated business primaries, right? So they want to have primaries showing like auto loan or a big loan or a big trading history and everything like that, just to show that the business credit is substantial, right? Now, this is for a lot of people who want to get into like fleet cars, right? Let's just say if you want to go straight into the dealership without documentation and strictly with your business credentials, and by you applying for business credit and proving that you're the owner, and basically showing like you got strong business credit reporting, right? Now, many people would be like, man, I don't want like Uline or like Net 30 accounts. I want to put something big on my profile, right? So many people ask me like, hey, like what accounts out there? Like what should I be looking for? And so you got this account called what's the name of it? Dun and Brad, right? Now I know a lot of you guys heard of Dun and Bradstreet, but it's bigger than Dun and Bradstreet, right? So Dun and Bradstreet offer a service called Plus, right? So when you get a Plus membership with them, it costs what, 149 every month, right? And so with this membership, you are able to report and post trade history. Now, people might say, okay, what's so special about it, right? So when you is able to report trade history, you talking about any company that you ever had relations with, they get to report trade history. So that means any loans that you ever received from them, any vehicles that you ever received from them, any amount of inventory that you deal with them, right? And so this is helping a lot of business owners obtain all the funding that they want strictly using a corporation, right? And now, so if I had to specify even more, let's just say you got a best friend, right? Now let's just say your best friend got an LLC. He had an LLC for over a year. Let's say you have an LLC over a year, right? Did you know that both of you guys can be trading partners, where he can report that you paid his company, right, for services and inventory? Let's just say we sold them 55,000 supplies or equipment, right? And let's just say the equipment amount was worth over $1.3 million, right? Now, the only thing you got to prove this is documentation, right? They can't disprove it or prove it, right? So when you submit that information over to Dun and Brad, right? Let's just say if your friend reporting on your behalf and they was reporting this to Dun and Bradstreet, now Dun and Bradstreet will get the file, and if they see that it's consistent, the paperwork look good, they would report that trade history to your credit, right? Now let's just say if you guys was in business, let's say 3, 4 years, right? All of that history is getting shown on your Dun and Brad. And so when you go into the dealership, right? I went to a dealership called GMC. Now GMC run Dun and Brad directly, right? Many dealerships, everybody run Dun and Brad, right? It's only the other companies that might run like Experian or Nav or stuff like that. Nav goes through like Experian, right? So you got Equifax business, you got Experian business, and you got Dun and Brad, right? And so with that being said, most credit bureaus is using them. Most people not using, like the smaller ones is using, you know, those, but the bigger ones is using Dun and Brad. And so when they look at it, they look at your real trade history, and you can report your real trade history on that. So if they see 3, 4 years and the trade history total up to $1 million, you talking about your business is so strong. When you go into the dealership, there's no such thing as a down payment. There's no such thing as documentation. There's no such thing as none of those. Especially if they can prove the existence of your business, they can prove how long it's been open, they can prove the income. And also with this program, you also can specify how much do the company make yearly. So if the company make, let's just say you over exaggerated, you say 40, 50 million. The person who is lending you anything will see that first, right? So if they see that, hey, this person got 40, 50 million in annual revenue, and you go into the dealership and say, hey, the company need 4 vehicles, no down payment. And they look at your business credit history and your trade history, and they see the business and the trade history is very strong, and they see the payments is consistent. You just open up the game to you and all of your friends, right? You can have Matt. He can have a laptop company. You can have Deborah. Let's just say Deborah own a retail store. Let's just say you got Charlie. Charlie got him a breakfast shop, or he over here he got a manufacturing company, right? Let's just say he's a welder. He offer his services to businesses, right? So all of y'all can literally use y'all trade history against each other to benefit each other. And when all of y'all fully established, right, this is what you also do. You can go to a website called Yelp. Yelp is where you can make your business look professional, right? You can set up your professional web page, and customers can interact with Yelp, right? And it's going to look very, very good for the credit. So, so when you go into the dealership, you say, hey, I need 4 cars, no down payment, and get it done. So they won't think twice about giving it to you, because when they look at the company, they say this company have so much trading history. Remember, you got 6 friends who own LLCs. All of y'all are trading amongst each other. That's the loophole with business credit, because with personal credit, you got to get a data furniture agreement. You can get a data furniture agreement to report business, but it's not required. I'm going to tell you why. Because you are already an entity. So when you're dealing with business credit, you can write up a report or an invoice of all the trades that you guys deal with, right? And all of those trade histories will show. And since all of those trade histories will show, you just made your profile very substantial. All of y'all just helped each other make millions and millions of dollars, because if you able to get 4 cars financed, no payment down, he's able to get 4 luxury cars financed, no payment down. You talking about 4 cars make you $10,000-$20,000 a month, right? And so when I look at it, I'm like, man, do people see like the financial aspect of it? Like, why didn't we been thought of that, right? And so that's what I've been doing lately, family. Like, business credit is good. It's very good, especially when you try to learn the loopholes on how to get advanced and like how to get the edge on it, right? So I want to tell you guys that I want to explain that, because I want you guys to find your closest friend you can find who got an LLC, who got his own business, or he or she, whoever got their own business, and you build with them. You find ways like, hey, I want to report some trades on yours. I need you to report some trades on mine, and also tap into Dun and Brad. Get you an account with them. Only business owners, right? Only business owners. So get you an account with Dun and Brad. Set up the Plus membership. Once you get that Plus membership, you're gonna put yourself in a whole better position. Now you show your trading history with your friends, and you also reporting for them. No, they reporting for you. You reporting for them. It's like y'all piggybacking off each other. And I'm gonna go even deeper. Not only can you report again, help each other, every transaction you made as a business or business owner can be reported to the Dun and Brad. So all of my transactions that I made under my corporation through Alibaba, whichever supplier overseas, all of that get recorded too, because that is considered trade history as well. So I want you guys to understand that it's very powerful to build business credit. It's very strong. And also, you're going to have the upper hand, especially when you get the knowledge, because the knowledge is everything, family. The knowledge is everything. And people who have 1 year in business, skip all the net 30s and all of that. You want to get to a point where you have strong business credit, where you ain't looking at no net 30s. You going straight into the Mercedes-Benz dealership. I want that G-Wagon that's 200 some $1,000. Look at my trading history. They see over $1 million that you trade amongst other suppliers. Give it to them, financed, 100% down payment. That same G-Wagon, you rent out every day for $500. After 30 days, that's $15,000. You want to be in those positions, right? And so I just wanted to share that with y'all. I want you guys to look over that and be like, dang, I can be an asset to the person right next to me, and we both don't have to pay anything, and we both benefit. I'm out.